Hi everyone and welcome. This is Angela Palmer. Welcome to my live for tonight, which is all about the benefits of joining Stamping Up. So I just want to check that we are live. Awesome. So I appreciate you being here. Just give people a moment to get on. As always, even though things are tested, there's always a few technical issues right at the end. So I think we're all good to go now. So thank you for joining me. So I was live earlier today at 1:30 for my usual weekly live. And now I'm doing this particular live just in relation to learning about joining up. So hi Sheila, welcome. Can you hear me okay? The sound is slightly different on this than it is from my live. Yay, glad you can hear me. Excellent. So I appreciate those that are joining me. Now, I know not everyone can join me live, so you may be watching the recording as well. So that is wonderful, and I appreciate taking the time to watch this. I hope it's not going to be too long, but I can get through and answer any questions and things in the time that we have. And then, of course, if you have any other questions or anything comes up later, then please reach out to me and I'd be happy to answer any questions and things. And likewise, if you are watching this recording later and things come up, then please reach out to me, message me, ring me, whatever, and email me and I'll get back to you. So I have got what's the word? I'm going to share my screen, but I'm going to have to work out how I share it. That's not quite going to work. Is it like that? No. I had this set up beforehand. It's going to be like that. Okay. So let us go to this and I'll start and hopefully you can see. The only problem with this is I can't see the rest of my screen. So I want to make sure, yes, that what you can see. Now, the only thing is there's no picture of me next to it, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Anyway, go back a bit. So tonight, the purpose of tonight is to discover the benefits of joining Stamping Up. It's all about connection, creativity, and community. So welcome. I appreciate you being here. And let's get started. So I've prepared this slide. We'll work our way through, answer any questions or ask any questions. Because I'm sharing my screen, I'm not quite sure if I can see questions. I'll do my best. If I do miss your questions, apologies, I will check back at the end. So one of the reasons for having tonight's live is because of the starter kit special. So I have been sharing about that this month on my Facebook page and my newsletters during my lives. So hopefully you did hear about it. And there's only a few days left. So I wanted to just give you one last chance to learn about it before this amazing offer is gone. So first of all, I thought I would share a little bit about my story about becoming a demonstrator. So I'll keep it quick. Basically, I became a demonstrator about 12 years ago, nearly 13, I guess. I was a stay-at-home mum. My youngest was 1, 2, and I wanted to have something that I could enjoy myself. I enjoyed card making, crafting. So I thought, well, I'll sign up or give me some time to do something I like, and I'll earn a little bit of money and pay for my crafting supplies. So that's what I decided to do. And I did a class once a month just to get, and it was great to get with other people and do some crafting. And then over time that developed into so much more. It was just going to be a hobby and, a class and that kind of thing. And when my youngest was 5 or even a little bit older than 5 starting school, I decided to make it a little bit more of a business, just a part-time business, because I do some other work as well. And then it's sort of grown over time. Now, obviously, you don't need to make it a business if you don't want to. You can just do it as a hobby. It's totally up to you. But that's kind of how I started. And when I started, the opportunities, the people that I've experienced through that time was, I had not expected that at all. So it's been amazing. So you may be thinking, what are the benefits of becoming a demonstrator? Well, I think it's the community and the friendships, the personal growth and the confidence, the discounts, the rewards, the incentives, and the flexibility. So I'm going to go into some of these in these a little bit more detail. So the benefits of becoming a demonstrator regarding community and friendships. So being part of the community is, being with others, and that relates to connection as well, something in common. We enjoy crafting together, and so you have that connection and that community as well. You can enjoy crafting with others. It might be at a class, your class, someone else's class. It might be socially, just come over, we'll make some cards or something like that. Or it might be going to Stamping Up, which is SU events. So being able to have that time together and enjoy it. There's the friendships you make with other demonstrators, team members, customers. I have met so many people through Stamping Up, and many have become great friends, some of which I would not have met if I hadn't done Stamping Up. So I'm very grateful for those friendships. Some of them, I know I've got a team member that's been in my team for over 10 years, people, other demonstrators and things that I have known for a long time. The other thing is meetings. Oops, I've got a notification popping up here. Whoops, I've gone too fast. Meetings in personal and online. So you might meet people. They might be local. You can meet together and gather together. But sometimes people like my team are scattered all over New Zealand. So we might meet online through team meetings and things like that, or communicate, Zoom meetings or messaging each other. We can still build friendships in those ways too. Another benefit of becoming a demonstrator is the personal growth and confidence. So Stamping Up provides training resources. There's lots of resources out there to help you with your business and things. There's a demonstrator-only website, again with training and resources. There's a Stamping Up Facebook group that demonstrators can be part of and share their creations and be inspired and that kind of stuff. Gaining new skills and improving your own crafting. Over the years, I've been able to improve on my crafting, and then if you want to, you can teach others as well. So lots of benefits. I've grown so much. There's lots of things I do through my Stamping Up that I would never have done before, even like doing these lives, doing a lot of the technology stuff. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I have learned and grown a lot, teaching in front of others, standing in front of others, that kind of thing. You don't have to do all those things, but if you want to, there's opportunities. The discounts, the rewards, the incentives. So there's lots of different ways this comes about. So as a demonstrator, if you're buying for yourself, then you'll get a 20 to 25% discount on all your purchases. So depending on where you're at, how long you've been there for and that kind of thing, but you'll get a minimum of 20% discount. And if you're getting sales, you're selling products, other people are buying through you, you're selling, then you'll get a 20% commission from those sales. So that's awesome as well. You get an invitation to demonstrator-only events. So that's obviously an incentive that you get to take part in these things that others don't. Early access to new products. So when a new catalog comes out, you get to see it at least a month or so early. You get to buy some of the products early, that kind of thing too, so you can get familiar with it before it gets shared with others. There's earning incentives and goals. For example, last month there were certain sales goals for people depending on their levels, and if you achieved that goal, you could earn a special crafting tote. So that kind of thing from time to time, it varies, but there's all sorts of incentives. If you've got amazing sales over a certain period, you might earn some product credits to buy some products or something like that. There's lots of ways that Stamping Up rewards you. And they acknowledge you for your achievements, like if you move up in title, your sales, that kind of thing as well, which is very cool. The flexibility. Work your own hours. You can make it a hobby, just buy for yourself. You want to get crafting products, you don't want to do much more than that, you can just do it as a hobby. That's totally fine, as long as you meet the requirements. You might want to craft with others. You might get some orders from other people and craft. Sorry, if you craft with others, then maybe you'll get orders from them, and that'll help you get some sales as well. You might want to do what I'm doing, make it a business. It could be full-time, part-time. and it's very little outlay. So with a lot of business, there's thousands of dollars that you need to spend to set up a business. But with Stampin' Up, just get the starter kit and you can start. If people want to order, then you wait till the order comes in and then they place the order. You don't have to have lots of stock on hand that might not sell. So it's a very affordable way to get started, which is amazing because a lot of businesses, they want you to pay out so much before you even start. And you can work or craft when it suits you. If you have time during the day because you've got kids at school, great, do classes then or craft then, whatever you like. If you prefer evenings, great, do that. If you prefer weekends, then choose weekends. If you don't want to do anything in the weekend, then that's fine too. You make it, it's flexible, you can make it work for you. So that's the really cool thing about it. And maybe you don't want to do classes, but maybe you want to make product, make cards and sell them, or make gifts and sell them. You can do that too, and then you may earn money that way. So what are the benefits of being in my team? Right, I'm just going to have a sip of water because I've had a bit of a sore throat, so I just need to refresh here. So benefits of being in my team is having that connection with others. We are a team that do interact with each other. Some teams, have that connection, others don't, but we do. I'm very blessed with my team, wonderful group of wonderful people. We have a team Facebook page, so I will share information, announcements, inspiration in there, and other team members can share their projects and ask questions and that kind of thing too, which is great. We have a monthly team meeting. People can take part and be on the actual meeting and ask questions and things. Or if you can't because it doesn't suit, which is the case for some people, it is recorded. You just watch it in your own time. We do team swaps from time to time. So that's like a new catalog comes out. People that want to take part, it's optional, take part. And we'll see how many people are doing it. Maybe 8 people. So you design a card, make 8 cards, and then send them to me, and then they get spread out, and then you'll end up with 8 different cards. So it's a great way to see new products, get new ideas, and it's fun making and then sharing the cards. And like I said, we share ideas and inspiration as a team as well. So and I'm sure there's other reasons too. Hopefully my team will mention that. But yeah, lots of great benefits of being involved in my team. So why my team members enjoy being a demo being a short word for demonstrator. So some people, you say the friendships and having something in common. So that connection is really good. I've got a team member who's been a demo for over 10 years and she enjoys the Stampin' Up events and the lovely people that you get to become friends with. So I know for her, it's the events. That's one of the reasons she hangs around. And someone else has said, big into crafting and love every moment of the Stampin' Up journey. So yeah, it's lots of fun. So you might be thinking, great, so all these benefits of being a demonstrator, so what does it cost? What does it actually mean? So let me show you. So the starter kit cost is $189, that's New Zealand, and that's actually free shipping, and you also get business resources like catalogues, things like that. So usually you pay $189, usually you would receive $285 worth of product of your choice. In May, if you sign up before Saturday, you get $365 worth of product. So that's extra, about 40% more in your starter kit, and you get to choose it. So with that $189 that you pay, you get your choice of product up to the value of $365. You get free shipping and the business resources like catalogs and other bits and pieces too. Oops. Okay, so how do you stay current? You think, well, I've been a demonstrator, so what do I have to do to stay a demonstrator? So you need to spend 300 CSV per quarter. You might think, well, what's CSV? So it's commissionable sales volumes. So Stampin' Up is a worldwide, well, not worldwide, but it is in many countries like America and Australia and England and some European countries. And so what is 300 US in New Zealand dollars? So 300 is kind of like US dollars. So equivalent to New Zealand is about 550 New Zealand dollars every 3 months. So that could be in one order or several orders. It could be your own buying, your own orders, or it could be orders from others, as long as you make it within that 3-month period. Now, as we're already partway through a quarter, so obviously January, February, March is a quarter that's finished. April, May, June, we're in the middle of a quarter. So it'd be hard to say, well, meet your minimums by the end of June. That's too short. So if you're starting, you actually get May, June, say June, and then July, August, September. So theoretically, you've got kind of 4 months just for the first time around to meet your minimums. However, there are incentives. If you have higher sales in the first 3 months at a particular level, then you get rewarded as well. So that's awesome. So you can either look at just meeting your minimums, or if you get even higher sales, then you get rewarded. So you might think, well, what do I buy in my starter kit? What do I choose? So it depends on, are you starting out? Do you already have some supplies? Are you wanting to make cards or do scrapbooking? There's lots of variation. So I have prepared, if you're a beginner card maker and you're wanting to make a kit, or starter kit, what would you put in it? So these are some suggestions. You do not have to get this, but these are suggestions. So if you were to get a paper trimmer, some paper snips, some black ink, I've chosen a stamp set. This is Choose Happy because it's got some little images and some sentiments. Multi-purpose glue, dimensional, so you need some kind of adhesives. Some watercolor pencils, some basic white note cards, some greetings. So ephemera packs are greetings, which are already pre-cut and pre-printed and die cut, and then some image ones with something for everything. And then I've put a couple of kits as well. So it's the same kit, but 2 of them. So I'll explain that. Now, I've just realized, even I did this earlier, if you buy a stamp kit, a stamp set, you'll need a block. And I didn't include a block on here. So if you don't have any blocks, maybe I'd take one of the ephemera packs out and I'd get a block, like a D size. And then you are set to stamp. The reason I'm putting 2 kits in there is because you could maybe get some people together and say, let's make a couple of cards. That way you're introducing card making to others. The preparation is pretty much done for you. And, it's a way of sharing card making to others. But, of course, you can mix and match whatever you like. This is $356.75. Lots of product there, which is pretty cool. So that's it's got to be less than $361 and sort of within $5 kind of thing. So that's around the right sort of amount. But like I say, if you don't have a block, I'd probably swap an ephemera pack for a block. So I hope that gives you some idea. But you might already have trimmers and ink pads and that kind of thing. That's fine. You choose a stamp set or a suite or something that you would like to use. So the next thing is next steps. So if you're thinking, maybe I'd like to know more, or I'm just thinking about it, feel free to contact me. Send me an email, call, we can have a chat. I'd love to talk to you about it more. And if you decide it's for you or not for you, no worries. Either way, you can check out my website. If you go to stampwithangela.co.nz, if you click on Become a Demonstrator, there's a little bit more information about being a demonstrator and the benefits and that kind of thing. If you want to sort of read through it again, check that out. And if I'd love you to join my team, I'll be there to help and support and guide you as well. So just, let me know. And what do I do if I want to join up? So click on the link to join, which is on my website. So go to that page, Become a Demonstrator, and somewhere on there they'll say, I want to join up. So click here. And then you need to fill in the form. So you need to know what you want to order for your starter kit when you sign up. You'll need a credit card or debit card to pay, or I think you can pay PayPal, and you'll need an IRD number as well. So there is a little bit of information to read through and things, but you do it online and place your order, and then you join up. So if you need any help signing up, or you're trying to decide what do I buy, then feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to help, in any way. So just reach out to me if you have any questions. So are there any questions at the moment? Because basically that's the main part of my presentation. So hopefully I haven't overwhelmed you. I'm going to stop sharing when I can find my mouse. There it is. And let's see if I need to come back now. Whoops. Where am I? Here I am. Oh, that's cool. So Sheila has said definitely the community of friendships she's made, even if only online. So Sheila is one of my team members, so I appreciate you being here today. Sheila, thank you. I know she joins in my lives on Thursday afternoon too, and I'm grateful. I haven't met Sheila in person yet, but we've been able to connect on Zooms and messages and that kind of thing, and it is that friendship. And hopefully, one day we will be able to catch up in person as well. And I know later this year she's traveling and hoping to meet up with another team member. So it is that connection and things that is really cool. So are there other questions? I know that we haven't got so many online at the moment, but maybe you're watching this later and you've got questions. So feel free to comment in the message or reach out to me. Email me, message me, or whatever, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So just remember that starting offer, I just realized I didn't put it in the slides, but that start ticket offer for May ends on the 31st of May. So that's Saturday. So you would need to sign up before then, or by Saturday rather. Don't leave it to the last minute in case there's any little hiccups or challenges. Friday's good because then Stampin' Up are open if we do need to ask any questions. So I need to take another mouthful of water here. I have this little tickle in my throat and all this talking. All right, so thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Sheila. And for others that are joining me too, remember, I'd love you to join my team. There are so many benefits of joining. I think a big part of it is the friendships and the community. I mean, the crafting is great and that kind of thing. So, and obviously, a discount and seeing stuff early is a bonus too. But I think it's the people and the connections and that kind of thing. Sheila has asked, what are the rules about selling cards? So the rule about selling cards applies to both customers and demonstrators. It is a Stampin' Up policy because you're using Stampin' Up images. You should be using the official Stampin' Up stamp and stamp that on the back of your cards so that people know that the images were Stampin' Up. So there are some stamp sets. I think there's one towards the back of the annual catalogue if you've got a physical copy, and that has the Stampin' Up stamp on it. I don't know if you can see on my cards. I make my own label, that way, and I put my details on it, and I've stamped the Stampin' Up logo thing on it. So I'm still using the actual Stampin' Up stamp. Sorry about that. Trying to mute before I cough. So hopefully that answers your question. There is, I think, something on my website about called the Stampin' Up Angel Policy if you want to know more. Sheila also said it's a great way of learning from others too, whether you're new to scrapbooking or card making. All right. I'd love to talk with you more, but I also don't want to hold you up. And I did say half an hour, so we're getting close to that. And I think my throat's not going to hold out for any longer. So thank you for your time today. I do appreciate you being here. Do reach out to me. Check out my website as well. Happy to answer any questions, even if you decide, you don't want to join up, it's not the right time for you, that is fine. At least you've given it consideration. Remember to oh dear, it came off unmute again. Remember this, you can join anytime. even if May isn't the right time for you, maybe in a few months, maybe in a year, it will be. That's fine. Anytime, even $189 and getting $285 worth of product is a great deal. But obviously the extra bonus for May makes it even, a sweeter deal. So you can reach out to me anytime if you are interested in joining. I'd love for you to join my team. So thank you for your time tonight. Do reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Remember, each Thursday at 1:30 p.m. New Zealand time, I do a Facebook Live sharing inspiration and ideas and things, so do feel free to join me then. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.